And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Pass to Iguodaro. Outside Irving. Six to shoot. The tray. And Hollins pulls it down. Here's Black. And it goes down 2 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Brown. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here is Posey. The layup missed. Outside Irving. Good.
What a sweet jumper that was. Great J from Dr. J.
On the wing, Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. Barnes outside. From the top of the key. Kicks it out to Ellis. Puts up a deep three. And no good that time.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the wing on the left. Now here's Diaz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Here's Barnes. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. To the paint. Posey with it. Pass to Diaw. Over Barnes. And the basket by Diaw. Diaw's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Diaw's shot selection, really superb. He concentrates on only looking for high percentage jumpers.
The offensive rebound. Johnson. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Launches it. Hollins can't get it to go. On the wing, Barnes. Offensive rebound. Brown with the bucket. Brown's got his first points of the game.
Physical move by Brown to protect the rock and then get the putback to go.
Here's Black to the inside. Here we go, one-on-one. And here's Ellis for 3. Pass to Irving. Down low. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Los Angeles with another miss. Barnes left side. Ellis outside. Fires the 3. Black grabs the board. Into the lane.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Los Angeles on top, leading by just 2. And we'll return shortly. Here's Black. Launches from deep. Doesn't go.
To find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and, you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Brooklyn trailing. Here's Topic. It's deflected. Here's Benton. Inside. Here's Willis. Rebound, Brooklyn. Smith outside. With the drive. And J.R. Smith with the slam.
Speed. J.R. makes a living driving to the hoop.
Here's Benton. The rebound by Bataze.
Bruce Bowen. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Jackson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. To the middle. Pass to Diaw. There's the triple. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Brooklyn. Offline with his three. Here's Willis. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And showing off that elite strength, Willis is said to be able to bench press upwards of 400 pounds.
The line for your home team, Kevin Willis, shooting one.
Yeah, I just love the leadership that Willis brings to this team. He's a guy players look up to, a powerful center who just continues to impress.
Here's Pokusevski. Yep, it counts.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And there's the call on Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Pass to Hollins. And Hollins with the stop.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
It's stolen. Now Smith. To the inside. Kusevski. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Black. There's a good screen. Count that one. Here's Topic. Smith on the wing. Pass to Pokusevski. Rebound by Johnson. And there's the call on Nikola Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
And here is Los Angeles now. They lead by one. And here is Posey. It's Black in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer.
And those shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
So it's Brooklyn now. Here's Smith. Got a hand on it. Posey with it. Here's Black. They set the pick. Pass to Hollins. Back to Black. Hollins with it. 5 on the clock. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ryan Hollins. That's his first foul. Brooklyn trails by 4.
Home team foul. Black. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Los Angeles on D. And here's Johnson outside. Julius Erving comes up with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. Pass to Barnes. A 3-ball. The rebound by Johnson.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Erving. And he drives in. And the slam dunk by Erving.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
From deep three-point land, Hollins can't get it to go. Erving with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Pokusevski with the bucket. And here is Los Angeles now. Down low, and it's Goga Bitadze with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
14 foul.
Now here's Johnson. Driving inside. Perkins for 3. Iguodaro grabs the rebound. The 3 from Barnes. They get it back. Outside Erving. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
How about Erving stretching out the defense, making the most of a rare trip behind the arc.
Here's Black. And it's Perkins in the corner. And again, unable to change momentum here. Shot from 16. Outside Erving. Lets the 3 fly. Unable to get that one. Los Angeles trails by 3.
Away team foul. Monte Ellis. First personal foul. 15 foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Brooklyn?
Guys, they've done everything they can in this one to just dominate that backboard offensively and keeping control of the ball and then converting.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
Basket counts.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Here's Black. Iguodaro grabs the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 3. Now Barnes. To the paint. On the wing, Erving. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple. Johnson outside. Pass to Perkins. And it's slammed in by Perkins.
Good to see a player going all out in the games this time.
You know, he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. So both teams making some changes here. Los Angeles trails by 3. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here's Topic. Pass to Irving. They set the pick. Goes up to the stripe. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Bowen. It's good. This game is all even. Bowen's got his first 3 points of the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And that one's good, Irving.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Back to Black. This one for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Brooklyn. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That free throw missing.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Pass to Perkins. And it's slammed in by Perkins.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Irving. And Dr. J slams it in.
He is on some kind of roll. Julius Irving making it pop.
Here's Black. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And then Irving slams it in.
Hey, folks, sit back and enjoy the show. The doctor is an amazing in-game dunker.
Oh, and there's the call on Nikola Topic. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. No good on that
one. 2 shots.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson has the open look. Off target from three-point range. 3 on 3. Johnson, a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Savvy move to pull up from three-point range on the break there. When you can shoot it like he can, if you've got it, take it.
Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here is Johnson. Diaw, the screen. To tie it up. And Johnson with the lay-in good. And that ties it up.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Over in the corner, Diaw. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So, Miami will get the first possession. Harden outside. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Pass to Irving. Barnes outside. 6 to shoot. On its way from Irving for 2. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And Clark, the debate around Karl Anthony Towns. Is he the greatest shooting big of all time?
Well, look, if you just want to go numbers, it's an emphatic yes. No 7-footer has ever shot it like Cat. Around 40% from 3 over his career. It's not just a 1 or 2 season deal. That's a multi-year career. So I say yes.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Miami.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Hachimura. And here is Doncic, covered by Irving. By himself. And Dr. J slams it in.
Check out Dr. Swag. Irving just rockets down the court. The moment he gets the ball, he is off and running.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
A 3. And Julius Irving again. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. In this game, we'll see Philadelphia against Brooklyn. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. That's tipped. White with it. Wagner on the wing. This one for 3. Rebounded by Ellis.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
A nice shot by Irving.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Now here's Kaminsky. It's hauled in by Brown. Fires top of the key. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Aldama. Another miss by Philadelphia. And Brown now atop the key. Here's Iguodala. Can't get it to fall.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And Zoelis will bring it up for Brooklyn. Pulls up from the corner, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's stolen by Aldama. And now Philadelphia on the break.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Now here's Ellis. Connects from three-point range. Ellis has got 5 points so far.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And Wagner drives in. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Substituting on the court.
Wagner on the wing. Lock at 6. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Pass to Jackson. From downtown. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And here's Brooklyn. And here's Brown.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls.
Brown, 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Now here's Turkoglu. There's 49 seconds left here in the first half of basketball. Screen by James. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. For 3, Smith. They get it again. Iguodala. Smith outside. Here's Iguodala. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Substitution for the away team.
Philadelphia trails by 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Shepard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Showing how tough he is. Shepard doesn't get rattled by the physicality.
Pass to Bitadze. That shot off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Brooklyn leads by just 1 and will return shortly. Here's Shepard. And the foul on Monte Ellis. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Philadelphia. They trail by 1. Screen by James. A miss that time. Would have put him up. There's Jackson with the 3. Hands it from downtown. Jackson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Pass to Pokusevski. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jackson with it. Turkoglu picks him up. Pokusevski can't hit. Smith outside. Back to Pokusevski. Off on the layup. Philadelphia trails by 4. Pass to Turkoglu. To the paint. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Now, here is Smith following the miss by Monte Ellis. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Turkoglu up top. Here's Vujicic to tie it up. Oh, that's blocked. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Blocked again. They recover it. Here's Pokusevski. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. And Brooklyn has possession. The lead is 2. Jackson has the open look. Good. Nothing but net. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pass to LeBron. Now Shepard launches a 3. Another miss by Philadelphia. Now Pokusevski. Jackson from long range. Out to Smith. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pokusevski. Here's Bitadze. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Pokusevski with the ball. Misses the layup. Here's Topic. Back to Pokusevski. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. That's his first foul. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Down low. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, the dish from Smith. Great basketball play by JR.
Here's Wagner. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Brooklyn leading by 10. Here's Smith. Going inside.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to White. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
There's Bitadze. And that one, good.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Jackson misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There's a screen by Aldama. Smith wide open. He fires. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery.
Make some noise, fans.
Brooklyn leading by 9. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Topic. It's up a 3. The rebound by Shepard.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky. There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Here's Topic. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now Vujicic. And here is Kaminsky. And Philadelphia with another turnover here.
The ball goes to the away team.
And here's Brooklyn. They've held a 12-point lead early. Outside Irving. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
With his first shot attempt. No good from Turkoglu. Outside Irving. Wide open. And he nails the jumper.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Brooklyn leading by 13. Here's Irving. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And he recovers it. Pass to Turkoglu. And Kwame Brown picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's White. Now, here's Wagner. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Irving attacking. He can't get it to go. Smith with the defensive effort. Wagner on the wing. On the corner. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Now, here is Irving. 2 points. That one goes. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of it. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Here's James, and LeBron throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. All alone, and Dr. J slams it in.
And guys, in the open court, that's where Dr. J has you holding your breath. He is a human highlight reel.
From deep, George, good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
On the wing, Irving. Over George. Again, Irving missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it. Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities. Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Banchero outside. Off target with his three. And here's Brooklyn. Here's Ellis. Doesn't go for it. George with the defensive effort. Pass to Chamberlain. It's stolen by Brown. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Erving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
Ellis left side. It's Ellis on the wing. The screen from Brown. Fires from deep. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Iguodala. Another shot. And the layup good by Brown. Brown's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Inside. And that one's good. Barnes.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pen.
And that one's good. Holland.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Hit me, I'm open.
Here's Williams. That's tipped. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Williams for 3. The rebound by Monte Ellis.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
He gets it in there. Irving's got 10.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Collier. Buries it from three-point range. 23 seconds left here in the first half.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Back to Ellis. Fires from the line. Green with the block. Good if it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Brooklyn leads by only 1. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And here's Brooklyn. It's a 1-point game. Here's Topic. Pass to Jackson. Here's Bitadze. Back to Jackson. Here's Topic. The rebound by Paul George.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Nice shot by Smith.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
First one falls for him. And Washington making a change here. And he makes the first but misses the second.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Washington on D. They lead by 1. Pass to Topic. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 5. And it's Smith missing. From deep, Green. It's deflected. And he recovers it. Here's Lou. And again, Washington no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That's his first foul. And Washington making a change here. Here's Bitadze. Kusevsky. Over to the wing. Wants to get it to Hollins and does. Nobody near Williams. Hits it from 3-point range. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
2 seconds.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. The 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Washington leading now by 4. Out to the right wing. Back to Green. And there's the drive. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here's the break. Here's Pokusevsky. Kendrick Perkins grabs the miss.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Pass to Collier. Now, here's Hollins. Jackson with it. Williams picks him up. For the finish. Pushes it down to finish the break.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
Here's Topic. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Williams in the post. And it's Williams with the jam.
Put a little
extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Pass to Bitadze. Outside for Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Now Hollins. And Hollins with the stuff.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Jackson has the open look. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Outside Irving. Oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close. Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Here's Ellis. Takes it inside.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Irving for three. And Winslow pulls it down. Washington leading now by 3. The three from LeBron sinks the triple.
Showing some range. LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
Irving drives in. And then Irving slams it in.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Banchero, right side. Clock at 6. Banchero with the screen. Winslow. And again, Washington with the triple.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Irving with the ball. He's picked up by James. Irving with a clean look. That one doesn't go.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Here's Banchero. Yep, that one goes in there. Banchero's got his first points in this one. And so Washington takes the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Moments away, it'll be Brooklyn going up against Detroit. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. The tip-off goes to Detroit. Here's Noah. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, how about the aggressiveness from Noah inside, not allowing himself to be stopped.
Irving looking for an opening. Detroit with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
No good from Spates. Here's Irving. Here's Brown. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Here's Jop. And the foul on Monte Ellis. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Down low. Jop. Barnes gets a hand on it. They recover it. And a wide open look for Noah. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Irving attacking. And it's sent back by Spates. Here's Jop. Pass to Noah. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And this is where Noah makes his presence felt, down low in the paint.
Up top, Brown. The baseline J. Here's Iguodala. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Here's Black, and it's blocked. And they recover it. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Brooklyn with the ball, trailing by 2. Here's Irving. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Noah. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the triple. Noah's got the lead up to 5 now for Detroit.
And what a shot by Noah, wasting no time getting that one off.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Brewer. Noah. Another 3 for Detroit.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Ellis left side. Stolen by Noah. Takes it off the glass. Spates has got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, and the instincts from Noah with the ball, making that extra pass.
Here's Irving. Hits the target from 18 feet.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Black in the post. Here's Noah. Takes it inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
Now listen, Joakim Noah has been around the block. The guy knows how to draw contact.
Joakim Noah hits them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And Jop with the block. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Noah. 12 points for him. Barnes right side. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, explosive inside. When playing with a high energy level, Barnes earning himself a trip to the free throw line.
Barnes hits them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Black in the post. Pass to Jock. Here's Brewer. Hits it from three-point range. Brewer's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And that concludes the first half. It's Detroit. They lead by 11. And we'll be back right after this. Here's Topic. And that one is hammered home.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
The kick out to Spates with the drive.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Topic. It's deflected. For Spates. Another three for Detroit. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Detroit leading by 14. And another three for Detroit.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Rebounds. Detroit takes possession. Detroit with the ball. Simmons looking around. To the middle. Here's Brewer. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Well, this is one of his great strengths. Ben Simmons has outstanding vision.
On the wing, Jackson. Here's Bitadze. Misses the three. Brooklyn trails by 19. The three. Hands it from downtown. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Detroit.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this run. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Out to the right wing. Here's Topic. To halt the run. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's Topic. The three ball. And Simmons with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Detroit, no good that time either. Brooklyn trails by 20. There's Bitadze, and it's blocked. There's the three. Drills the three-pointer.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And the layup falls.
And this is Simmons at his best. When this kid is attacking the rim, he is tough to contain.
Here's Topic. And it's Spates with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Pokusevski. Jackson. They get it back. Here's the three. Out to Smith. Fires the three. Rebound, Detroit. Brewer with the ball. Shoots the three. Pass to Black. Beyond the arc. No good that time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Fires from deep. And the basket by Brewer.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The shot's good from Batadze.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Here's Simmons. He takes it in, and Simmons slams it in.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that wasn't